Stu Cowen, Canadian Jack Allen took full advantage of a lost season. Share this story. Stu Cowen, Canadians Jake Allen makes the best of a lost season. Copy link. Email, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Breadcrumb Trail links sport, Montreal Canadiens, Hockey Inside Out, Hockey, Stu Cowen, Canadians Jake Allen makes the best of a lost season. A breath of fresh air with media. Goalie is focused on helping young teammates play the right way and take positives into next season. Author of the article, Stu Cowen. A Montreal Gazette publishing date, January 12, 2022, 20 minutes ago, 4-minute read. 6 comments. Montreal Canadiens goaltender Jake Allen snags the puck as they face the Chicago Blackhawks in Montreal. On December 9, 2021. Photo by Paul Chason / the Canadian Press. Article content. Since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, media members who cover the Canadiens haven't been allowed in the locker room. Advertisement story continues below. This advertisement has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content. That's understandable, but has also made it almost impossible for those of us who cover the team on a daily basis to get to know the new players on a more personal level, finding out who they are and what they're like, apart from being hockey players, while chatting casually after practice or a morning skate. We apologize, but this video has failed to load. Try refreshing your browser, or tap here to see other videos from our team. Stu Cowen, Canadians Jake Allen makes the best of a lost season. Back to video, but even on the limited number of media availabilities we have had with Jake Allen since he joined the Canadiens before the start of last season, nearly all of them on video conferences, it has become obvious he's a really good guy. He's intelligent and his answers to questions are always thoughtful and informative. There's also no doubt the 31-year-old has become a respected leader on the team just by the way he works and the way he comes in every day, competing and working hard and working on his game. Head coach Dominique Ducharme said when asked about Allen's leadership, every time he was in net, battling in there, giving us opportunities to get points or win games, always doing everything he needs to get ready. Without saying a word, a lot of our players can look up to Jake and see a real pro and a guy that competes every day. Advertisement story continues below. This advertisement has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content. Allen was one of 24 Canadians on the NHL's COVID-19 protocol list when the team shut down all activities for a week following a 5-2 loss to the Panthers on New Year's Day in Florida. The Canadiens returned to action Wednesday night in Boston, with Allen making his first start since December 14. Unfortunately, it didn't last long, with Allen allowing 2 goals on 7 shots in the first 17-11 of the game, before leaving with what appeared to be a lower body injury and being replaced by Sam Montembeault. Allen took a 5-15-2 record into the game, along with a 3.10 goals against average and a .903 save percentage. He hasn't been getting a lot of help from his teammates, facing more than 30 shots in 11 of those games, including 4 games in which he faced more than 40 shots. Advertisement story continues below. This advertisement has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content. I think Jake Allen's played a lot of good hockey for us, defenseman Chris Weidman said. I think some of the results that we've had don't really reflect on how well that he's played. Last season, the Canadiens wouldn't have made the playoffs, never mind advanced to the Stanley Cup final, without Allen. He was forced to play in 29 of the Canadiens' 56 regular season games because of injuries to Carey Price, posting an 11-12-5 record with a 2.68 GAA and a .907 save percentage, again without a lot of help from his teammate. Canadiens goalie Jake Allen during warm-ups in the empty Bell Center prior to their game against the Philadelphia Flyers in Montreal. On December 16, 2021. Photo by John Mahoney / Montreal Gazette. Price has yet to play this season following off-season knee surgery and 30 days in the NHL-HLPA Player Assistance Program because of substance use issues. The Canadiens aren't going to make the playoffs this year, but you can't blame Allen for that. Advertisement story continues below. This advertisement has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content. Each time Allen has spoken with the media since joining the Canadiens, he has been a breath of fresh air, especially this season when there hasn't been much positive news. Monday was another example of that when Allen was asked about setting goals for the rest of this season. Obviously, we all know where we are in the standings at this point, he said. We've got to look at it from a realistic standpoint. What are we trying to do here? We need to instill some habits back into our game. We need to move in the right step forward. I think that's going to be the biggest key for me in the second half. Trying to preach that we've got to try to build something here with some of these young guys that we have, so that later on in the season when we're playing these good teams and we move into next year, that we're building something. Advertisement story continues below. This advertisement has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Article content. We need to take things out of this season that are going to be positive, that are going to help this team and organization next year. And I think that's going to be the biggest mantra going forward in the second half, he added. That's what I want to bring, whether it's Susie or Cole or Sam or Caden, guys that you want to see them excel. And I want to see them thrive in the right way, not just one game in and one game out. I want all of us to consistently play well. Win or lose, it doesn't matter at this point. It's really about building something here that we can take positively at the end of the season, look back on it, and then build into next year. The Canadiens hired Chantal Machabie last week as their new vice president of communications after she spent 32 years as a TV journalist with RDS. Machabie said she wants the Canadiens to stop treating the media as the enemy, providing better access to players so fans can get to know them better. It would certainly be nice getting to know Allen better, but what we've seen so far on and off the ice has been very impressive. Cowen at postmedia.com, twitter.com/Stu Cowen 1. More on this topic. Game Day Notebook. First game since January 1st as Habs visit Bruins. Stu Cowen, Canadiens break was timely for defenseman Jeff Petrie. More players returning to action as Canadiens resume play. Stu Cowen, Canadiens score big by hiring Chantal Machabie away from RDS. Share this article in your social network. Share this story. Stu Cowen, Canadiens Jake Allen makes the best of a lost season copy. Link. Email, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Tumblr. Latest national stories. Advertisement story continues below. This advertisement has not loaded yet, but your article continues below. Montreal Gazette headline news. Sign up to receive daily headline news from the Montreal Gazette, a division of Post Media Network Inc. Email address. There was an error. Please provide a valid email address. Sign up by clicking on the sign up button. You consent to receive the above newsletter from Post Media Network Incorporated. You may unsubscribe anytime by clicking on the unsubscribe link at the bottom of our email. Post Media Network Inc. 365 Bloor Street East, Toronto, Ontario. M4W3L4416383230. Thanks for signing up. A welcome email is on its way. If you don't see it, please check your junk folder. The next issue of Montreal Gazette headline news will soon be in your inbox. We encountered an issue signing you up. Please try again. Trending. Quebec confirms students will return to class Monday. Scientists believed COVID leaked from Wuhan lab, but feared further discussion would be harmful. Email. COVID updates, January 12th. Trudeau treads carefully as Legault's anti-vax tax stirs controversy. Unvaccinated Quebec man's child visitation rights suspended. We're very close to a point of no return, Dubé says of Quebec Hospital. This week in Flyers comments. Post Media is committed to maintaining a lively but civil forum for discussion and encourage all readers to share their views on our article. Comments may take up to an hour for moderation before appearing on the site. We ask you to keep your comments relevant and respectful. We have enabled email notifications. You will now receive an email if you receive a reply to your comment. There is an update to a comment thread you follow, or if a user you follow comments. Visit our community guidelines for more information and details on how to adjust your email settings.